Hello, so today it's all about family, friends, relationships, and those ties. So today I wanted to talk about this subject because there is so much of a divide at the moment. And this divide, although it is created by those well above us, it is created by those who have been manipulating us for so long. Those who are still trying to control us, and they clearly don't give a damn about us, but they are causing this problem. However, we are the ones who can change that attitude. We are the ones with the power. They don't have the power. We have that power. So what is going on at the moment between family, friends, colleagues, and all the connections that we have, all those relationships that we have? Because of the current situation, more than ever last year and now, it's continuing. I don't see this year as really much more like a continuation of last year, simply because we started, although that started a long time ago, many years ago, but it was very much like the beginning of the end in a way. And so I see this as a continuation of what we started or what happened last year. And because there are these different opinions, especially at the moment, those following completely the mainstream narrative and allowing all that is being imposed, taking all that in, believing everything, and that's it, blindly. They believe whatever is put to them on mainstream media. And then the others who have been a lot more in touch with their inner being, with higher consciousness, a lot more in touch, because also they just won't take things just at face value, and they do their research. I mean, let's face it, thinking about it, as a teacher, just because I say something, you can still go and research it. And in fact, I've always been quite strongly opinionated on that do not just take what my research for granted. Just go and do your own research. You know so much more if you align with it, or what do you feel about it, whatever topic we're talking about. I can give you some facts, but you go, because you're the one who's got to connect with that. If you're going to speak about that topic, you have to connect with that, right? So because there are these two sides, because they have decided that they are going to divide us, what is happening is that the divide is becoming more and more and more apparent there. And not just that, more like there in your face, you can see it, but it's almost like it's been getting quite vicious, and it's been getting quite also like blackmaily, emotional blackmail. You're no longer my friend. You're no longer part of this family because you are against the mainstream. It's your fault then if we find ourselves in this situation. You should comply. All this. There is a lot of attacking the ones who are not complying. They're being seen as the rebels and the troublemakers. I won't even go and say all the names because I don't want the censorship to censor even more things that we say anyway. It's already just so awful. So there are some words we don't even say anymore. But this is what is happening at the moment, right? So I understand that when it comes to family ties, to family connections, there is also the cultural side of it. And yes, the communitarian society, communities, societies, countries are very much about family ties. And it's not just about the core family, the parents and the siblings, children, your siblings, but it's very much extended family. Everybody is concerned, and you do something and the consequences are for everybody. So you always have to think about everybody else. You cannot be your unique person. Definitely not like on the other, the other types of communities. All right. So what is happening right now is that whether it's cultural in your culture or not, it's definitely in my culture, in the Spanish culture, we are very much about these family ties. Is that you owe them, is that you have to be loyal to their views, to how they see things. Otherwise, you're the mad one. You just have lost it and you ostracized and so some people are really feeling now that they have been ostracized from family. They are being rejected. I mean, the stories I hear are just crazy. And because as a coach, and I do a lot around relationship with others, not just with partners, but families, and of course then ultimately is the relationship with yourself. I hear more and more of that because I get more people who are suffering from anxiety, who are feeling on that verge of depression or nervous breakdown or, whatever word they want to give it, because of what is going on. So just quickly, because this is far too much of a subject, of a topic really to go deep in there. But what I wanted to say right now, families. So when we give the name, our parents, our children, brothers, sisters, uncle, aunts, cousins, those are labels that we give, right? They are names. So a friend, a best friend, or a long-term friend, or, whatever we want to give that, they are labels. You don't owe these people anything. Because you don't have to be loyal to a friend by not standing up for what you believe. And if they feel offended that you have done your research and you are not going along with that mainstream, what you hear on TV. So they are adamant, yes, but that was on TV, so that's obviously true. Well, no, don't believe everything that is on there. Do your research. And this is what I found. And so many other people are finding that, whatever it is, right? But we can stand firmly in our belief and do that from the love point of view, from that love place, so that we are all the essence of love. And I have a choice. I am my own person, and I don't have to live in a dictatorship where I'm being told what I have to think, what I have to choose for myself, what I have to choose for my body. I will not stand for that. And so if the people who find that offensive because I am questioning not just them, but obviously what they've heard, and I'm questioning. If you feel offended because I'm questioning and you feel the need to tell me that I am a disgrace as a friend, that's fine. That is fine, because that word friend is only a label. What matters is the energy. That is what matters. Yes, they are trying to create a divide, and some people are really falling for it. And because we are coming against what is being imposed on us, we are the difficult ones. And I've always been called the difficult one because I have always questioned, and I have not just gone along. And I'm talking about since I was a child. I have questioned and I have said, no, I don't like that. And so I've been told that I am difficult. And what I was expected to do was go along, because somebody who is a family member has got a right to impose on me their view. No, they do not. So if you're now feeling guilty, or if they are trying to shame you, or they are trying to impose that, blackmailing you, well, you can no longer come to see your family unless you wear this thing, and you are no longer part of this family unless you wear this thing, unless you go with the mainstream, unless you do as you're told by those up there. Fine, let them go. You have to let them go in that place of love, in that compassion. I know it's very hard at the moment, because more people, it's at this place where we are all feeling that tension, that it's like a wave, we are moving forward, and we know that we could stop that really bad place where we feel that we are being taken to. So there is a lot of tension, but we really need to make sure that we stay centered in that love. Stay centered in that love. You have your opinion. If we attack directly, and because they're attacking us, and that's how it goes mostly, they're attacking those of us who are going against the mainstream narrative. We are not buying into that, and we have got a right to say no to what they want to impose on us. That's how it is. If these people, and you give them the name, as I said, the family or friends or colleagues, they are trying to guilt you out, to shame you, and you are taking that on, because I hear that again and again. Yes, but it's my this, yeah, but it's my that. And you need to let go of that label and think about the energy. Who do you connect with? Who is that? Those people you really connect with in that loving energy, those are your family. Give them a name, give them that. You don't have to be loyal to anyone, no matter what label they have. Anyone who wants you to get rid of your freedom, the freedom of choice for yourself, for your body, for your life, for your children. Do not allow anyone to take that freedom away from you, that choice that you have, because it suits them. So this is really what I wanted to say, really more for those who are finding it really hard, who are, as I say, so anxious, so getting into that depression at the moment, because they are still in that place where they feel that these members of family or these friends are disconnecting, and they don't want to know them. They're personally attacking them. Remember, you don't owe them anything. You don't. They are just labels. What is important is the energy. So you keep with the energy of love. If they meet you there, that's great. If they don't, that's fine too. Just make sure that you meet others on that energy of love. That is what really counts. Call them family, call them your new friends, it doesn't matter. But that's what that counts. And carry on living from that energy of love, because that's what you need to do to feel centered and to still feel in that love frequency. Okay, so that's all for today. And if you need any help around that, any support, please get in touch. But that's it. So wherever you are, I'm sending you lots of love.